Well, hello and welcome back, and thank you for coming back. Today we're in the Peyia area, and we're going to take you on a little drive around-ish, should we say, of the Peyia village and Lower Peyia. We're going to try and show you the Paphos supermarket, which is where most people will go and do their shopping if they're in an apartment or a villa, for example. And then we're going to take you up the winding road into Peyia village and try and show you some of the restaurants, some of the bars and some of the shops, etc. But before we go, we have the most beautiful woman in the world with us, Miss Untitled, and she's in charge of the ship. What have you got to say, LaBeouf?
Hello everybody! How nice to see you again and again.
So, Miss Untitled is in charge of the ship. Let's go, LaBeouf. Let's go into Peyia village, shall we?
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Here we go. So this is what's known as the Coral Bay roundabout. So this is the main road coming from Paphos all the way out to Peyia, or Coral Bay. And we are now going to go straight over it, as you can see. So we are now in, well, we're still in Coral Bay, but some people will call it Lower Peyia. So we're going to continue for another 500 meters or so, and then on the right hand side what you're going to see is the Paphos supermarket, which is a rather large supermarket, and it caters for the whole of the Paphos Peyia area, should we say. So Peyia, St George, Coral Bay. If you're going to go shopping, looking for food and bits and bobs, that's where you're going to go. And it is a rather large supermarket, and it sells everything from the pint of milk all the way through to your daily newspaper, all the way through to pool chemicals. It has a DIY shop, all of these kind of things. Next door to it is a developer's, a coffee shop, a brasserie shop, and a pharmacy. And then here to the rear of it is a nice little, well, roastery it's called, and it's a grill house. It does kebabs and it does a full menu of food as well. Let's keep going straight, LaBeouf. And then we'll go a bit further, and then we're going to take a right hand turning after we've gone past the Coral Bay karting centre. So to the right there is the Coral Bay karting centre. So if you like to go racing around on go-karts, that's where you go. Next door you can learn to do karate. There's a fruit shop and a shop where you can buy all your pool chemicals, for example, if you live here. Then there's another place. This is a restaurant called the Grill and the Groove. It's changed its name a few times over the years, but if you've been to this area before, you'll recognise it. Now if we go straight, as you can see on the signpost, it says Argus Georgius, but we're not going to go straight, we're going to go right. Miss Otching receiving LaBeouf. And as we can see, she's not a bad driver today. Looking very beautiful, I must say.
Thank you.
Very striking with the hair turned back.
Thank you.
Okay, so this little road now will take us up to what we will refer to as the main Peyia Coral Bay Road. Okay, so we took a slight diversion so that we could show you the Paphos supermarket, and in about half a mile, 3/4 of a kilometre, we are going to join the main Peyia village road. So it's the road that would join Peyia to the main Coral Bay Road. So stick with us for a minute or so and enjoy the seaside and the views. There are some banana plantations, and then to our left is a rather nice villa, quite a nice villa there. And here's a villa under construction. And this is quite a nice road with some rather nice villas. Unfortunately, they're out of most people's price ranges. Most of these villas on this road are 1 million plus. So obviously we understand some of our viewers have got a couple of bob, but most of us normal people have to live in more humble places, shall we say. Receiving LaBeouf?
The road here is totally shallow.
It's a bit of a rough road, that is for sure, yeah. So over there on the main Peyia road in the distance to the right, there is a rather good DIY shop. You can see DIY centre written across the top. Then there is a pool shop, and then there is a beauty salon, nail salon next door to it. So we're now about to join the main Coral Bay to Peyia road. And we're going to take a left, Miss Otching, receiving LaBeouf.
Should I wait? Yes.
Well, I think we should wait for this traffic to go. Yes, receiving LaBeouf.
Yes.
So here we go. We are now joining the main Coral Bay to up or mid Peyia road. So this road's going to wind us up. It is a nice road actually. It's got quite a nice curvature to it, and it shows you the spectacality in the mountains above Peyia, which take you out onto the village of Cathicus. And one day we will go and make a video about Cathicus, because it's quite a nice little village with quite a nice, well, village square and restaurants, tavernas, that sort of thing. So just follow the road, LaBeouf, And unfortunately, in a bit, you will find that the road, which is becoming quite common in the Paphos district, there's an awful lot of roads getting dug up. But at least it makes it now only a one-way, shall we say. So they're doing some road improvements, sewage improvements, that sort of thing. To our left-hand side is what's known as Tower Fitness. So this is a gym, quite a very popular gym with locals and expats. Keep going, LaBouffe, mind all the bumps and that sort of thing. Then here you've got quite a nice taverna, and it's called the Presto Kiosk Taverna, and it's got a cabaret and nice coffee bar inside of it. Then you've got a barbecue shop here, and it also peculiarly sells car batteries, but there we go. And then you've got the Pool People and Cyprus Villas, so that's a property maintenance company. Then you have a little parade of shops here to our left. One is a greeting card shop, and next door to that is a little cafe, and then next door to that is RSS Logistics, a removals company, and then a very popular fish and chips takeaway cafe on the side, run by an English gentleman. And then you've got another takeaway, which is Chinese takeaway, and then various apartments and so forth as we continue up into Peyia village. Then you have the Harris Taverna Cafe Bar, and believe it or not, it actually has its own swimming pool just behind the main taverna. So if you're feeling a bit hot and you want to go and chill out, that's where you go. Then you've got Peyia Medical, then you've got a pharmacy, then you've got a hair salon, and then you've got quite an important bakery, that's the main bakery of Paphos. Then you have a taxi office, and then if you like to place a bet, if your name is Jave Jono, that's where you can go. Then you've got an Indian takeaway, a tattoo and nail bar, and then the brewery par, and then you come to another kiosk called the Britannia. Whew, now I can get my breath, because now there's no shops and restaurants for a while. We're now just going to wind up through, well, shall we call it Cato Peyia? Receiver LaBouffe, what have you got to say?
Down Peyia, you mean?
Well,
Cato.
mid-Peyia. Mid-Peyia.
Yeah.
You've got up Peyia as well, which we're going to get to in a bit.
Yeah, I totally like those mountains.
Yeah, Peyia is a very, very nice place, and as you can see, there's lots of villas cut into the mountainside, and it's a very, very popular place with tourists and residents, obviously foreign residents is what I'm referring to. Population of around about 8,000, of which 4,000 are foreign residents, mainly British, Russian and Swiss and Swedish and so forth. So there's the main Peyia police station to our left. That's where the Gumbaros hang out. Luckily it's a bit hot, so they're probably sitting out by their pool having a cigarette and a frappe. Now this is what we call the crossroads. There's a few shops down there. There's a dog grooming place. There's quite a nice little cafe taverna there called the Mediterranean. And if you come up here, you've got Peggy's Secret Garden on our left, which is a coffee shop cafe with a little garden in the back. You've got a pool cleaning place. You've got the Evangelist Hotel, Doctor's Place. Then you've got the jail bar. And then as we proceed up the hill, you have the municipal parking down there to the left, and then the bars start. So you've got restaurants, you've got the Vistry, you've got Fitos, you've got the Peyia Tavern, you've got the jail bar, you've got the Cousins Bar, and then you've got, follow the road round LaBouffe.
The poor man behind.
We're watching Receiver LaBouffe and her orientation.
Poor.
Just follow the road, LaBouffe. It's very simple. Follow the road, LaBouffe.
Oh.
Then you've got the old cinema grill house there, and now we are rapidly moving up into upper, or should we say, Pano Peyia. Follow the road, LaBouffe. It's quite simple.
Do I have any driving examination or what?
Well, for some reason, Miss LaBouffe wants to turn left, wants to turn right. She doesn't understand the direction of follow the road, Miss LaBouffe. So this road winds up through Peyia. So we're now in what we will refer to as Pano Peyia, which is Upper Peyia. And well, it's quite spectacular, and the views from these villas, obviously down over Lower Peyia out towards Coral Bay and eventually out to the plage, well, they truly are exceptional. That view is coming up now. Look at that. So you understand now why many people want to live in Upper Peyia, because it truly is a view to die for, an exceptional view to be, well, not matched by anywhere in the world, I don't think. So we're winding up through the mountainside, and then again we will level out and flatten out, and I'll show you that view again. Absolutely spectacular. You keep following the road, LaBouffe.
Yeah, I've got the driving examinations. Now I know. My goodness, and the teacher is very strict.
Yeah. Well, I often carry this in the car. There's a reason for it.
Yeah.
I carry it for when I teach people to drive, and they come to understand that when I'm hitting their knee, they understand they're doing something wrong. Miss Watching Receiving a Booth has had it on that knee a few times, correct?
Yeah, that's why it's paying. People, help me!
Help me, help me. Let's stop here though, pull off the road here, because there's a rather nice viewing point. Try not to destroy the car, because the ground is not very good. There we go. Let's go off gently, nice and gently. There we go.
People, help me!
That's it.
I'm in trouble.
Right. Let's dismount and show you the spectacality and the view from here. Look at that. Wow. Now, if that's not a view to take your breath away, well, I don't know what is. I'm going to show you again. Have a look at that. Watching Receiving a Booth.
It looks like a fairy tale. I think I'm in paradise. At this moment of time to be here, what can you wish? I have never seen such a beauty in my life. This point, I'm first time.
Yeah, it truly is a spectacular view from the very, very top of Peyia, and I'm going to show you again, and then we'll have a very, very good goodbye from the Miss Watching Receiving a Booth, and it scans all the way back to Paphos and all the way out to the St. George Cove. So wait for it, here it comes again. That's Peyia, that's Kiosk, and beyond that is Paphos, and what you're looking down on now is mid to lower Peyia. There's Coral Bay in the distance, and as we come round, what you actually witness is the St. George, and then the St. George Bay, and Peyia is in the very, 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 very distance. Receiving a Booth?
I would like to tell you that it's enjoyable, really enjoyable. You couldn't ask for more, and it's not getting better, as you say usually, Mr. Paul. And I would like to tell you that we are really, really thankful for your views. The views you gave to us, very important. We love your views, and thank you very much for watching. We love you.
All that's left for me to say is thanks for watching, and if you like what you see, please hit the like, click subscribe, and come back for a little bit more of our madness. There's the view again. Thanks for watching.
What if I jump from here to the roof?
Well, I'll jump after you. We'll die together.